thing. Let me just let Sharon in. If you want to use cushions or anything, you can, or blankets. You can do this one in bed as well if you want to. Maybe on bed rather than in bed. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so bring yourself into a comfortable seat. So like I said, feel free to use cushions, whatever you need to do. Morning, Sharon. So just find yourself your comfortable position, however you want to be. So don't worry if there's lots of yawning for this one. I suspect I'm going to be yawning quite a lot too. It should be quite nice and stretchy. So just start by rolling your shoulders. So just sit however you're comfy and roll your shoulders. So everything is just really nice and stretchy, just loosening everything off this morning. Okay, so roll those shoulders forwards this time, so rolling forwards. So yeah, if you've got any tightness anywhere, hopefully this will get rid of it all. So 3 more here. And then when you've done your last one, just slot your shoulders back and down. So what I want you to do is take an inhale. As you exhale, just draw your chin in towards your chest so you get a really nice stretch at the back of your neck. And then inhale as you lift back up. So we're not tipping back, you're just nodding and then lifting. So really draw your chin in towards your chest so you feel that nice stretch at the back of your neck. And then gently bring it back up to its start position. Really drawing chin to chest. And then lift up. So you can either stay here, or if you want to, you can take that chin over onto a diagonal. And then back to center. And then across the other way. So yeah, whatever feels right for you. So either going forward, side to side, a bit of both. Whatever feels good. So you feel a really nice stretch at the back of your neck. Let's just do 3 more. So still going to use our Pilates breathing for this one. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Whenever you've done your last one, bring yourself back to the center. And just try and sit nice and tall. So you're going to take your hands down to either side on your mat or wherever you are. You're just going to exhale as you gently take yourself across to one side. Inhale to come back to the center. And then exhale as you go the other way. So you're trying to feel a nice stretch at the side of your body. So you're keeping both bum cheeks on the floor. So you're exhaling across. Inhaling to center. This music might send you all to sleep. So maybe set an alarm for 8 o'clock. Okay, option here if you want to, as you lean across, is to reach that other arm up and over. You can hold these stretches for a little bit if you want to, just really take it nice and slow. So you're sliding across, reaching the opposite arm up, really get that stretch. So keep your sit bones on the floor, bring it back to the center, and then the other way. So again, just really nice and slow, just make sure you're breathing through it, and then really getting that nice stretch. Okay, so you can add on from here if you want to. So you'd reach up and over. Rather than coming back the same way, you sweep that hand forwards, across your mat, follow it with the other one, and reach that arm up over your head. So you're dropping the arm down and forwards, across your mat, take the other arm across with it, and then reach it up over the top. That's it. So either stick with just going side to side, or you can join me on this one. So really nice and gentle, just really getting some movement into your spine and into the stretch into the side of your body. Let's do 1 more each way. So again, if you want to hold the stretch anywhere, feel free. And the last one here. Bring it back to the center and just give your shoulders another little roll. Okay, so before we move on any further, just bring one arm across your chest and gently draw it towards you. So you're trying to get a little stretch into your shoulder. So we're not forcing anything, just really nice and gentle. So still breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And then gently change sides. So other arm comes across and draw it towards you. I've got really itchy nose. Okay, release that one off. I just want you to bring your arms out nice and wide and really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Really get that nice stretch. So I'm just going to show you from the side. So from there, you're going to fold your arms forwards, round your spine, and then open out. Tip your head back if you want to, and then wrap it in. So I would inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. So really round into those shoulders as you bring the arms forwards. Again, if you want to hold any part of that, you're welcome to. So opening out, really open your chest, and then rounding into your spine. Let's do 3 more here. So opening out, and closing in. Last one. Oh, there's the yawning. So open it back out again. Just take your hands either onto the base of your spine or onto the floor behind you. Just stick your chest out and really get that nice stretch through your chest. And then release that off. So if you are sitting on cushions or anything, just take them away for this one. We're just going to go into your roll downs. We're just going to keep it really, really nice and gentle today. So if you take yourself to the end of your mat, and then gently take hold of the back of your knees and sit up nice and tall. So we're just going to do really small movements to start with. So I want you to exhale as you round into your spine and lean a part way back here. Take an inhale and then exhale as you scoop yourself back up and sit nice and tall. So we're really trying to focus on rounding into that spine. So rounding, tipping the pelvis back, going back about halfway, inhale, pause, exhale as you scoop back up. So really try and exaggerate that movement. So you're going from like an I shape here into a J and then into a C. So again, try not to grip onto your legs too tightly. We're going to just do 2 more. On our second one, you're going to let go of your legs and roll yourself really nice and slowly down onto the floor. So if you release your legs off, release your hands off your legs even, and then very, very slowly rolling 1 vertebra down at a time. Feel free to use your cushions for your head when you get down. Roll it all the way down, nice and gently. When you get to the bottom, draw both knees in, really give them a hug and have a little rock side to side. Okay, so from here, just take hold of your knees. So right hand on right knee, left hand on left knee. You're just going to start to circle them. So draw them towards you, circle them out, and then in. So really nice little circles, just loosening off your lower back. So you can make these circles as big or as small as you want. And then change direction, circle in the opposite direction. So 2 more. When you've done that last one, take one foot and then the other down onto your mat. Okay, so arms resting down by your side. You want your feet to be about hip width apart. You're going to exhale as you lift one foot off the floor and tap your ankle onto the opposite knee and let this top knee drop out slightly. And then gently take it back down to the floor. So you're going to lift the opposite foot, ankle goes onto your knee, drop the other knee out to the side slightly. And then take it down. So you're just going to alternate sides. Don't worry too much about when you're breathing, just make sure you're inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. So again, with all of these ones, you're not forcing anything, just keep it really nice and gentle. If you want to, you can apply a little bit of gentle pressure with your hand, just to push that knee away slightly and really open out into your hip. Again, not forcing anything, just keep it really nice and gentle. So on this next one, leave whichever foot it is, leave it on top of your knee. Take your arms out to the side, glue your shoulder blades to the floor. Just adjust my microphone a bit. You're going to exhale as you take both knees across to one side. Oh, there's the click. Inhale back to center. And then exhale the other way. I was trying to get that click out of my back all day yesterday and it's finally gone. So really, really nice and gentle. So you can take your head in the opposite direction if you want to. So exhale across, inhale to center, and then exhale the other way. So go as far as you like, just make sure your shoulders stay down. So you're using your tummy muscles for this one. Let's do one more each side on this leg. So in fact, before you go over onto the other side, let your foot, the top foot, go all the way across onto the floor, even if it means that your shoulders lift slightly, and just hold it there. So I've got this foot on the floor at the opposite side. You can look away from it if you want to, and just breathe. If it doesn't feel comfortable, choose a different position. Okay, very gently bring it back to the center, and let's switch legs. So take that foot down, other one up and on top, let the knee drop out to the side slightly, and then in your own time, you're going to start going side to side. So exhale across, inhale back to center, exhale across the other way. So again, if you want to turn your head away, you're welcome to. So really nice and gentle, inhaling center, exhaling across. Good job. Let's do two more each way. So again, keeping those shoulders down and making sure you're breathing. When you've done your last one, let that foot come all the way across to the floor, even if your shoulder lifts slightly, and just hold it there. So just breathing, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Okay, very gently bring it back to the center and give your knees a hug. Okay, so from here, take your feet onto the floor. So hip width apart, heels nice and close to your bum. Just make sure you've got a little bit of space over your head and round to the side as well if you can. So adjust yourself if you need to. So bring your spine into its neutral position. Sorry, my nose is so itchy this morning. So tuck your ribcage in slightly. So we don't want too much of an arch in your lower back. So you're not forcing it back, you're just tilting your pelvis back very slightly. So make sure you keep that position as we take the arms over the head. So when you lift, what I don't want is you to stick your ribcage out. So keep that down. So palms face inwards, thumbs up towards the ceiling. You're going to exhale as you float both arms over your head. And then inhale as you circle them round along the floor. So it's floating up over your head. Keep the ribcage tucked in. And then circle round along the floor. So don't worry if you do the breathing the other way around, it doesn't matter for this one. Just really keep your ribcage tucked in. So like I said, you're not doing this and sticking your chest out, so keeping it tucked in. So we're not adding anything onto this one today, we're just doing the arms. So floating over the head, and then circling round. So just waking those shoulders up a little bit. So you can, if you want to, change direction on this one. So you would circle round along the floor first, and then bring them back in. That takes quite a lot of concentration that way. So circling round along the floor first, and then back in. If it doesn't feel good, just stick with the other version, the opposite way. Okay, let's just do two more here. So keeping that rib cage tucked in, so your tummy muscles are switched on. Last one. Bring it back to the center and just take a little breather there. Okay, so you're going to take yourself onto all fours next. So bring yourself up nice and gently. Okay, so onto your hands and knees. So you want to have your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. So from here, we're just going to go into your cat-cow stretches. So you want to round your spine up towards the ceiling, tuck your chin in, and then drop your belly button down to the floor and gently lift your head towards the ceiling. So you're rounding in one direction and then the other. So you're inhaling one way, exhaling the other. So really rounding into your spine, lift it up towards the ceiling, and then drop the belly button down towards the floor and lift the chin. So again, don't force anything here, just go to wherever your body lets you go this morning. Okay, let's do 3 more. So inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. I can't even count to 3. I've said 3 more and then not counted how many it is. So I think 1 more. When you finish your last one, give your wrists a little bit of a breather if you want one. So sit yourself back into your child's pose and just circle your wrists off here. Or just take a breather if that feels better. And then we're going to go back into that tabletop position. So back onto all fours. This time what I want you to do is imagine you've got a tail and you're going to wag your tail. So you're taking it to one side and then the other. So you're wagging that tail, really get that nice stretch at the side of your body. And go side to side. So you can make it into a Labrador wag if you like and make it a whole body thing. Okay, and then option here if you want to is to start to add a bit of a circle with your pelvis. So you're rounding and dropping. So you're kind of putting both those exercises together. So you round your spine up towards the ceiling, take your hips across one way, drop your belly button to the floor, take the hips back over the other way. So again, whatever feels good for you. If you want to go back to the original version, that's fine. If you want to just go into your child's pose and wait there, that's fine as well. Change direction if you're doing these circles, so you're circling the other direction. So again, whatever feels good. Okay, make this your last one. And then take your toes together, take your knees out nice and wide, sit your bum back onto your heels. If you can't get your bum all the way back and you want to use your cushion to put it here, that's fine. And then draw the arms forward so you get that nice stretch into your shoulders. And just take a few breaths here. So really reaching those fingertips forward so you get that stretch into your back and your shoulders, but keeping your hips back. And breathe. So stay down, but walk your hands across towards one side. So you should get a really nice stretch up the side of your body. Okay, take it back to the center and then across the other way. So again, get that real nice stretch into the side of your body. Okay, take it back to the center and then gently walk yourself up. So just give your wrists and everything a little bit of a release if you want to. We're going to go into some really nice twisting stuff. So back onto our hands and knees again. So if this one's too much on your wrist, feel free to do the sideline version. You know, you've got your knees at right angles and you're opening out there, that's fine. So if you're joining me here, bring yourself back onto all fours. Don't worry about it being perfect, because we're more interested in the twisting. Apologies if I sneeze in a minute, I've got a real, it's a sneeze building up now. So keeping your left hand on the floor, Think about cupping the ground. So imagine you've got that little pea underneath your palm that you don't want to squash. So you're sort of cupping the ground rather than just dumping all your weight into your hands. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, draw your hand across your chest, reach up towards the ceiling, and then drop it between your hands. So slot your hand through the space here, bend the other elbow, and drop your head down towards the floor. Doesn't matter too much about which way you do your breathing. So if you prefer, you could inhale as you open out, and then exhale as you slot through, whichever feels best for you. So you're just getting that really nice twist. So as we're going under, bend this other elbow as much as you need to really drop down towards the floor, and then opening out. Don't force anything. So if you don't open out very well this way, just go to where it feels good. If it's no good on your shoulder, you can do the same thing here with your fingertips to your temples, and then rounding under like that, if that feels better. So really opening out that chest as you come up, and then exhaling as you slot underneath. So if it gets too much on your wrists, then you can do the side lying version. So you would be here instead, and you're going to open out this way. So if that feels better for you, then do it there instead. Okay, let's go for 3 more on this side. So really opening out nice and wide, and then slotting it through. If you want to, once you've gone underneath, really press the back of your palm into the floor, and it'll get you a nice twist into your back. And if you want to add any pauses, if you want to hold it in that twist for a breath, feel free. So opening out and then slotting through. Once you finish your last one, sit yourself back either into your child's pose, or just sit yourself up and give your wrists a bit of a release, whatever feels good for you. And then we'll do the other side. We are flying through today. Okay, so whenever you're ready, bring yourself back up and we're going to go into the other side. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. So with the opposite arm, draw it across your chest, reach it up towards the ceiling, and then slot it through, bend the other elbow, and drop your shoulder down towards the floor. So reaching up, and then slotting it through. So again, if you want to, really press the back of this palm into the floor, and it will make the stretch more intense, but nicer. So remember, you can do the side lying version if you prefer, as long as you're opening out, getting that twist into your spine, and then slotting under. So remember, your other option if you want to is to do it with your fingertips to your temples. Again, whatever feels good, not forcing anything at all. So reaching up as tall as you can, and then slotting it through. We're just going to go for another 4. And then we're going to finish up with some stretches and some stuff to try and wake us back up again. I should be walking around like a zombie all day. So whenever you finish your 4th one, just sit yourself up. Give your wrists a little bit of a release. Grab yourself a drink as well if you want one. And then just find yourself a comfortable seated position. So again, use your cushions if you want to, or blocks, whatever you like. So I just want you to bring the soles of your feet together. So you can have them out in front, in a little bit closer, whatever. So take an inhale. As you exhale, just very gently apply a little bit of pressure so you get a nice stretch on your inner thighs. So keeping your chest lifted and just gentle pressure so you feel that stretch. Okay, release that one off. So you're going to take one leg out straight. Sit nice and tall, and then hinge forward from your hips until you feel a stretch at the back of your leg. If it's really tight and need to have a little bit of a bend in it, that's fine. So really keep your chest lifted and draw it towards your toes. So stay on this side, just really point your toes towards your face so you get a stretch in your lower leg. Just be careful it doesn't cramp. Okay, release that one off and let's do the other side. So take the opposite leg out straight, a little bend in it if you need to. Hinge from your hips, draw your chest towards your toes and just breathe. So again, point your toes towards your face till you get that stretch in your calf. And then very gently release that off. So just sit however you feel comfortable. We're just going to do a little bit of stretching. So reach your arms up really nice and tall. Really, really stretch. Feel free to have a little wriggle if you need to. Take an inhale. As you exhale, just going to drop yourself forward. So you're going to go exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Last one here, reach up. Exhale down. And then stretch up nice and tall. Grab hold of one wrist and draw it across your body. So really nice stretch into your side. Bring it back to the center, grab hold of the other wrist and gently take it across. Okay, bring it back up here. So sit nice and tall, take your opposite hand to the opposite knee, other hand goes behind, really lengthen your spine, and then gently start to twist. It's really important that you have a nice long spine here as you twist. And again, don't force it. Okay, back to the center, let's do the other side. So opposite hand, opposite knee, other hand goes behind, sit nice and tall, and then gently start to twist. Okay, bring it back to the center. Just give your shoulders a nice little roll. And you're done. Well done. Hopefully you feel a bit more stretched out and not too asleep. Well, right, again, let me know in the comments, let me know what you think of it, let me know if you tried it and if you managed to stay awake for all of it.